Hello. It's Dirty Trucking. Dirty Trucking. It's 12:57 in the afternoon. This rainy day. Got a problem here. It started this morning. Something or somebody is hacked into the phone. I got up this morning before the alarm went off, so I cut the alarm off. My alarm is set for the whole week. When I toggle it off, it cuts it off for the whole week. Now I'm in my bathroom, getting ready to get out of here, get ready to start my day, and the goddamn phone alarm go off. So I go on the app for the clock on my phone, and I see the alarm has been turned back on. Also, what else I have noticed, that the font size on my text messages has been blown up, and the font on the Uber app that lets you see how much you have earned has shrank. There's a little box come up to show you how much you earn, and it has shrank. It's so small, it's ridiculous. You have to actually tap on it for it to open up to see in its true form. Somebody is definitely in this phone. Another issue that came up today. These high school students that are taking Uber, there's a problem here. And when that problem escalates to your teenage kid lying to get in this car that I'm in, and they see my face as a motherfucking driver, and you lie to get in here, and you get unruly with it, we got a motherfucking problem. So this incident took place, I believe the high school here is called Cambridge High School, where their trip came in to pick up at that high school. I forgot the name of the pickup. I don't know if it was the girl who requested or the brother. But when I got to the school, when I see the app doesn't tell me it's a high school. Sometimes it may say that, sometimes it may not. But schools, if I know I'm going to a school or I'm see this pickup is at a school, I begin to send a message. You must be 18 to ride in Uber. If you are not 18, you cancel the ride, or the ride will be canceled if you come to this car and I see that you're not 18. You are also, if I don't go off of that, you telling me you 18. You need to show me ID that you're 18 if I pick you up at a high school. If you're not a recognizable adult. Cause they do lie. I've even went as far as the young lady got a counselor to come out to verify she was 18. That is okay. You will not get in this car unless you have been verified that you're 18. So I didn't catch this at first. So here's what it was a brother and sister come out. You're light-skinned, the girl light-skinned, the brother, they brother and sister, I can tell they talking back there. So I get in the car. So you're 18? He said he's 18. So I said, you have ID. He goes on his phone and shows a picture of a Michigan ID from the back seat. Now, I can't see my vision ain't gonna be looking at no damn phone from the back seat. You're not be giving me no vision test with a fucking driver's license on the goddamn phone. Where's your physical driver's license? So I asked him, are you 18? He said, yes. I said, do you have an ID that you're 18? So he shows me a picture of a Michigan license on his phone. I didn't see the picture. I don't even know if that's him. I would have to physically put his phone in my hand to check it out, to check that information out. So the girl's talking about, that's my brother. He's 18. He's talking about he 18, about to be 19. So I said, okay. I said, what year was you born? He said 2004. So I took off driving. Now, because I told him Uber's policy. Now, nothing took off of it. I hadn't caught that yet. He said 04. So on the property was an officer sitting there on the property, because I told him about Uber's policy. And then when I asked him, your birth year, when was you born? He said 04. Is that going to be a problem? No. So it hadn't caught me. The math hadn't, you had to flash back to math. It hadn't caught me yet. So I told him about Uber's policy. I said, you can't be in this car unless you're 18. And if you're not 18, you must have somebody present that is 18 or over in the car for you to ride. You can't be 18. She's saying, when did they start that? It's been on the app. So if you thinking about trying to sue Uber about picking up your underage kid, there's not going to be that dank DOS shit. Getting that Lyft, talking about she couldn't fit and then she want to sue Lyft. No, there's not going to be that shit. So it's on the app. It's under unaccompanied minors. It's on the app directly that you must be 18 to ride in Uber. So if you trying to sue because a driver picked up your underage minor who shouldn't have been in the car, you're going to lose because it's right there on the app for you to see, and you should have saw it, and you should have known it's right there on the fucking platform. So, but there's a problem. I've also had minors tell me that they downloaded the app, put in their true birth date, and it created them an account. And they had their debit card attached to it. I have been told that. So we have a problem. So back to the two, brother and sister. Now, I done took off. I said, yeah, because if you're lying about your age because these phone calls are recorded, and that's another thing. Let me get to that. The phone has not been recording the rides all day. The phone has not been recording the ride. I think the first 2 trips are recorded, but I noticed it with that school trip with those 2 minors. The phone has not been recording, and I've done 2 trips after that. It has not recorded nan trip. The phone records through the Uber app. This motherfucker's in the phone turning shit off. And it's going to be turned back on because I'm making this video because I'm talking about it. The phone is supposed to record through the Uber app. When I tried to turn that feature off and just use my camera, I couldn't even find the toggle button anymore for me to turn it off. So for me to disconnect it, I'm going to have to turn my camera permission off from the Uber app. But the phone mysteriously wasn't recording when them 2 got in the car. And there was an officer sitting up there on the school premises. And I told him about the Uber policy. So it hadn't dawned on me. So we driving. And so we're getting close to where they supposed to go. And I'm driving. So I'm hearing he saying 04 in his head. Now my math kicked in. You know I'm a pro in math. I love math. I'm pro. So I'm just driving. I said, how old you say you were? He said 18. I said, you do realize this is 2025. This is 25. I said, 04 from 25 is not 18. He gonna say, oh, you calculating now? Yeah. I said, he kept saying 04. My birthday is 04. Born 2004. Okay. What is 4 from 25? So you're either 20 finna be 21 or you 21 and your ass still in high school. Because I'd asked him, so you 18? Because I do realize some of the kids do turn 18 while they're still in high school if their birthday is before June. I graduated actually when I was 17 because my birthday was after I graduated. So, he said he graduates this year. He's supposed to be 18 going on 19. I said, you can't be if your birthday is in 2004. That would make you 21. Now, the sister, she was back there co-signing the whole way. Yeah, my brother, he's about to be, he 19, she co-signing it. So, now when I mentioned the date, now they get unruly. You can just drop us off here. I couldn't even get in the parking lot good. I'm still moving. The car's still moving. The girl opens the door. She gets out. He gets out. They mouthing off. They yelling. She talking about, you ain't my parent. And then there was a Dodge Ram sitting there in the lot of where I pulled in there. She thought, that's my mama right there. Like I'm supposed to be scared. Am I supposed to be scared of your mama because you said that? Tell your mother to come here. Because evidently she don't know you catching Uber. And if she does know, I need to let her know, explain to her the platform. Tell your mother to come here. That wasn't her mother. The people that got in the Dodge Ram drove off. This whole day was set up. So they mouthing off. She called me an ugly ass. I don't know what's wrong with these light skinned that think they the prettiest shit on earth. No, you're not, bitch. I'm not ugly. My hair's fucked up right now. But even when it's fucked up, I'm nowhere near ugly. So you better watch your goddamn mouth. That high school shit you do, bitch, I graduated high school over 35 years ago. Over 35 years ago. I don't play that high school dumb shit. And that, cause you ugly ass. Bitch, you ain't that pretty. And the way they was acting, you about the ugliest shit I've ever seen for in my goddamn life. It was embarrassing how they was acting. He jumps out the car, slamming the door. She over there mouthing off. They standing out there in the lot mouthing off. She talking about I ain't her parent. He talking about, wait, let me get a picture. Let me get a picture. That's what she said, you ugly ass. He snapped a picture of me. You are not allowed to take pictures or film the driver unless you have that permission on your phone. And I don't even like that permission for them back there because I don't know if they actually filming me through the Uber app or they filming me just on their phone. But this is a minor. He snapped a picture of me. You can't take a picture of me in this car. Period. You can't record me in this car unless you have that permission on the Uber app. You can't record me unless you have that permission. So this high school kid took a picture of me on his phone. So they end up out there walking, mouthing off, embarrassing themselves. I say, you ought to be ashamed and you ought to be embarrassed. You got up in this car lying about your age. You're 18, you're 19, but your birth date you gave me 21. Evidently, these motherfuckers both done failed math. If you didn't know the year 2004 subtracted from 2025, it means it adds up to 21. So both of them must have got an F in math. You know how to add. You don't know how to add and subtract. So when I checked them on it, that's when they got unruly. Talk about, you not my parent. I don't want to be your parent. Because if I was your parent and I caught you doing this shit and you was in an Uber and you got out being unruly and mouthing off because the driver done informed you that you was doing something wrong, I would beat your ass. But I'm not your parent. Your parent should have been there to pick your ass up, talking about that's your parent in the car. Well, she need to pick you up because you're not going no further in this car. They always want to get loud mouth when you check their ass on shit. Want to jump out, doing that old high school thug, I want to fight shit. Bitch, I graduated high school over 35 years ago. And let me tell you something. These motherfucking high school kids, let me tell you something. You don't belong in an Uber. If you're not 18, you're not supposed to be riding in motherfucking Uber without somebody 18 present. And when the driver checks you on your age and finds out you're not 18, kindly get out the car without mouthing off because you're dealing with somebody grown here. See, you in that high school fantasy world where you walk down the hallway fighting with your friend, beefing with your girl and all that. You in the car with somebody grown. I graduated over 35 years ago. You want to talk grown to somebody grown? They gonna knock your ass into the grown world. Keep mouthing off. You ain't in high school. You was in somebody's car. You're not gonna disrespect me in this motherfucking car that you shouldn't have been in. And then the app mysteriously wasn't recording him. He lied, had some ID on his phone. I don't know if it's fake or not. So to further tell you that this is a setup trip, after I get them out the car, the next trip, I go pick up some Caucasian. Them two they were African-American, light-skinned, brother and sister. Now I pick up another guy. He's Caucasian. Pick him up at his house. Talking about he on his way to school. School? Like, do you have your ID? I was telling him a story about the two I just dropped off and lying about they didn't have his ID. Well, let me go get my ID. Don't drive off. He comes out with an ID. He says he's born in 2006. But I don't know if I looked at the issue date on the ID or what. I don't think I actually looked at his birthday. He said he was born in 06. But the boy was tall, had his blonde hair over his face, kept his face covered. He coming out the house with his fucking face covered. And I think I don't know if I looked in the right spot, but when I seen the date 2006 on there, I just let it go. And I forgot it's up there around where the issue date is. But he had the long rectangle card. So I'm hoping I looked at his birth date. I'm hoping that boy was 18 because he went in the house and got an ID. Then I told him a story about the two I picked up at the same place. I said, yeah, this is school. He said, oh, you going back to the same school? Yeah, this is why I picked them two up at. You got a high school that got Ubers coming up there picking up minors. And then the minors lying. I don't know what kind of ID this was on that boy's phone. And then you snap the picture of me. Then you're mouthing off in the car. Then you're getting disrespectful and unruly. You talking to somebody grown. You damn right I'm not your parent. And you better remember that. You damn right I'm not your parent. Your parent is the ones that's supposed to discipline you. But when you out here in the real world, mouthing off to somebody that ain't your motherfucking parent, you don't get that same privilege. You understand me? You high school kids better watch that motherfucking shit. Because I'm telling you, all that high school in the hallway fighting shit don't work out here in the real world. It's totally different out here. And you getting in somebody's grown car, you better watch that motherfucking shit. Now, I don't disrespect nobody, kid, but you ain't gonna sit here and disrespect me. Get your motherfucking ass out. All that loud mouth talking you doing, you can do that shit all the way fucking home. Get the fuck out this car. So, today was a setup, because I ended up with a trip going back there. He going to get his damn little ID. See, the app don't let me know if it's a high school. Sometimes it'll say I'm picking up at a high school and sometimes it's not. And I don't be wanting to cancel the high school pickups because sometimes it could be a teacher, a parent with their kid or whatever. So I go until I see who it is. But these high school kids, these middle school kids are getting picked up by Uber. And they're lying about their age. Middle school, definitely, you ain't getting picked up. Now, when you're in high school, yeah, they technically might be 18. But you need to have some ID. You just can't get in here and tell me you 18. If you ain't got no ID to show me you 18, you're not getting in this motherfucking car. It shouldn't be no Ubers picking up at a school, period. Period. But they getting these accounts. But what I'm not going to deal with is your unruly motherfucking kids getting in this car, disrespecting me. Them old high yellow ones think they on a different platform and shit. I don't know what the fuck wrong with you, but you gonna mouth off to the wrong one, and that motherfucker gonna show you who really grown. Tell me, you ain't my parent. No, I ain't your parent. I ain't got to go ask my mama for money to go get my hair did. Bitch, I'm grown. I graduated 35 years ago. You better watch that shit when you get in somebody's goddamn car.